Welcome back, noble heroes. We return back to Mythia, where our characters have just devastated a giant swarm of creatures of darkness, a mindless horde of ravaging, pillaging monsters that would have torn them limb from limb had they been given 1 second's chance. Now our party finds themselves asleep, having taken a long rest. And we'll see whether or not they get their 6th chaos.
Isaac is looking at the empty potion bottle and he just goes, "What's in that thing?"
Euphemia would come up to him and say, "Thanks again. I think it helped."
He's going to say, "No problem," and then he's going to pull out like a second one and then just like tuck it into his bag.
Polly's going to kind of like, "Hey, since you're on fire, how about we go get some treasure?"
Honestly, I'm a little tired.
You all tuck in. You do not gain a chaos.
Yay! It's because of Jamie's outrageous luck.
Thank you.
You are on the march the next day, traveling ever closer to this strange feeling that Walks No Roads has, and now, Isaac, you also have it.
I'm asking Walks about that today.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Walks.
What you doing?
Well, I wanted to talk to you. Could you tell me more about this feeling that we're following?
Yes. It feeling. I follow it.
What does it feel like?
Nice.
It feel like tingle in brain. Tell me where to go. It sounds like noise you can't hear.
Do you know why you hear it? Or feel it?
Nope.
Can I roll insight? I doubt I'll get much, but...
Sure.
Sarah hates you, by the way, Julian.
I can't believe he's lying to you.
I can't believe he's lying to me.
17.
Did he get aged up while we were
17?
here? Because he's acting like a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything.
She just nods and she goes, well, if you think of anything, could you please tell me?
Yes.
She just nods and continues on. He's sitting on her lap.
This explains so much as to why he saw me as a paternal figure, because he saw something we have in common. Like, probably way back then.
Hey, Knife Elf. When we get train?
Whenever we stop.
We stopped last night. You're not trained.
Oh, wait, we're not in a maze anymore. He can walk. Okay. He's not in my lap.
Yeah, man, you gotta grab me in the mornings then.
Why you not grab Walks? You're very big, hard to grab.
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking. I'm sorry.
It's alright, I forgive you. So how you get to be Knife Elf?
What do you mean?
Position of privilege. Very tough.
Just fate, I guess.
Oh,
But you can learn.
I mean, who your mommy and daddy?
Just 2 people.
Oh. Just 2 people. They like elves?
My dad is.
Is your mom a geek pop?
No.
What is she?
She's a human.
God, I know this.
So are you half human?
Mhm.
Half elf?
Mhm.
Interesting.
Are you okay, Walks?
Yes, I try to understand the mystery of my lineage.
Oh, poor guy. It's all right. We love him just the same. We are a strange family, but
Understanding where you come from is important.
I come from Crystal Forest and Metal Mountains. I guess that's what Geekpot is. Mountains and trees.
Your family is also who you make it, though.
I make family.
Yeah, thank you.
What I need.
What do you mean?
I need like sand, or maybe sword.
You just find them.
Oh, then I don't make them. They just there. Like you went dragon?
Yeah.
Shadow's gonna adjacent to you. He goes, "You two boavas?
Brother, sister.
You girl?" He says towards Shadow. Shadow's gonna like, "Wow, you real ugly for girl." And then he's gonna turn and run away.
He makes he makes a face and looks at Shadows like he's so rude.
Shadow's gonna like,
It seemed like he clearly says that with intent and then like speeds away from
Yeah.
it. Okay.
He is becoming a little defiant teenager.
I liked him better as a cute baby.
Roland would have given the spear back to Red afterwards.
Lance.
The Lance the night before afterwards.
I would give the spear.
"You probably need it," he says.
Or he would have tried to give it back. I've still got one. I should have used it yesterday.
A feeling is growing inside you, Isaac. Something unpleasant. A realization begins to dawn. Whatever is in your chest, the engine seems to be growing in awareness.
What could that possibly feel like to where I would realize that that's what's happening?
You begin to have memories that are not your own. They appear to be memories. You see a silhouette of some kind of grand statue. Many of them rising high up into the sky, built like towers. You see black roads swimming through civilization that spans as far as you could possibly see. Things you've never seen in your whole life.
Isaac lets himself get lost in these while they're still happening.
You hear something, an undercurrent beneath the small noises of the Doom Ridge. Static in the back of your ears.
Isaac's going to focus in on that. See if he can make anything out.
Nothing audible.
Okay.
I'll let you know when there is. All of a sudden, voices come on the air. Voices of men. They're speaking mostly in Dwarvish, but there's some Draconic also, and Common. The three spellcasters in the group hear the words of magic. Not necessarily powerful spells, but low-level rituals. Warding and guarding. Give me a sec, Red says. He's going to nod towards you, nod towards Shadow. So, we're scouting. Group stealth check.
Do any of you guys know anything about magic?
Not very much.
He does
June.
too, right?
What?
I guess your stuff's all cleric.
June says,
I'll
I'll ride with them.
Okay, corrupted.
No, I won't.
Sometimes I consider whether or not you're more scary or she is. He says.
Well, I know she is.
So we're doing a group stealth check?
Shadow stealth, obviously.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Once we pass through,
Oh.
well, it doesn't really matter.
Does
It's
Shadow
just-
Realm?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
What size are you?
She's full size right now. Doesn't affect her movement here. So,
27.
28?
do I need to roll? Since I'm a passenger.
No.
Cool.
Stay.
Want me to roll?
No, we did not want you to roll. Please no.
As the group moves towards the noise, from your three varying perspectives, you're going to see this before you as you come over a hill. A grand ancient temple covered in vines, a broken road leading to it, a group of massive mushrooms, and in the midst of them, a cluster of many men surrounding what Juniper and Red and Roland would recognize as a totem to Satan's hand.
That's what that is.
Oh.
That's so gnarly.
Did you guys print that?
No, that was purchased.
Do we see Danblith?
A little bit more.
No. We see a bunch of cronies.
You feel Dambleth?
Yes.
No.
Okay, good.
You all are able to successfully return to the group, having scouted that there are 17 wizards and 2 guards on the lookout.
17 wizards.
June, as you see the hand of Satan, a totem that uses pure night in order to summon things from the pits, and you see that many wizards, you realize that they must be drawing on the power of a ley line near the temple or some other vast riches of power. And then, as you see the runes on the hand, you realize that they are trying to summon a pit fiend.
That's horrifying. No. None of that. Bad little minion guys.
However, as you return to the group, an opportunity presents itself. If you are able to disrupt the ritual amidst the heart of the summoning, the ritual would not only kill every single wizard involved in its casting, but it would also fail.
I have a great way to do that.
How do you want to do it?
Just cloud kill on top of the shrine. Literally none of them can stay there and do the ritual if they can't get near it.
I think. Well, yes, but they could also just stop doing the ritual and back up.
So it doesn't count if they just stop. We have to
I don't
actually...
know. That was my
If they're
interpretation.
mid-ritual and I force them to run away, then I think that counts as interrupting.
So, if you are able to... You may do it in one of 2 ways.
I was thinking fiddling with the spell, personally.
That's a much more discreet way of doing it. They feel like they messed up if she did that.
Well, they'd all be dead.
But they'll feel really bad
Except for
about
the 2
themselves
guards.
first.
Yeah, they're chumps.
So,
You just want to cloud kill more people.
Kind of.
you can either do this in a combat way or a non-combative way. If you do it combat way, then you need to kill them in the first round of combat,
So send Yuffie in with heroes.
apparently. If you do it non-combat, then each character needs to make 2 DC 25 skill checks of their choice.
That's high.
And you need to succeed 1 of the checks.
Everybody has to succeed at least one?
Yes.
And how many people need to do this check?
The 4 main characters, and you're all aided.
We're all aided.
Yes.
So we roll.
So you devise a plan using your abilities.
Can we be blessed?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Bless, guidance,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
But we need a plan utilizing all of our specific strengths to be able to.
Well, I know where June would lean towards on
And
that.
I'm disadvantaged on skills right now.
So you'd be rolling normally.
I'll use an
So
inspiration.
you could use your inspiration.
I was getting ready to ask how many.
Can I use inspiration to gain advantage?
No.
Yeah.
You cannot.
So it's 6 wish points to get rid of all of his exhaustion.
Yes, correct.
How many wish points would it be to help disrupt the spell?
So to succeed on a check, DC 25, you could succeed on a failure for 3 points. Like if somebody failed, you could pay 3 points to have them succeed. Or you could pay 2 points to allow them to reroll.
That seems worthwhile.
Um,
So I could force him to succeed if he fails.
Yes.
we take 3 wish points to take away,
Yes.
or 6 wish points to take away a level of exhaustion.
2 levels.
2 levels.
I would only
Three.
need 1 level of exhaustion to take away this.
No, your speed is halved. For
Yeah,
second
it's
level.
Speed,
first
that's
level
the
is the
second
one that's the
First
doozy.
ones, though, yeah.
First and third are the ouchie-ful ones. Well, if we work together,
We could.
I'm actually going to suggest this. This is going to be a thing I do when we get back.
Okay.
So what? So me roll, and if I fail, then you'll just use it to make me succeed.
No, I'm going to take away a level of exhaustion, and I'm going to ask if she will steal one as well. You can give it back afterwards, but
Or you can choose not to take it back.
I suggest you take it back. But that's just me.
But there can be consequences in not taking stuff back.
But yes, no, she is going to suggest this line of action.
I offered to do that, and he declined.
She looks at him and goes, "Would you do it for the mission?"
Whatever you guys think is best.
Is everybody in agreement? Do you think we can pull this off?
God bless and guidance everyone. I think we have a good shot.
From my side, I saw that there's a small group of cultists returning, coming back from the south.
How far?
They're probably about 10 minutes away.
So we should act quickly if we're doing so.
He says, or we could potentially come back as the cultists ourselves.
I like what you're thinking.
They have pretty big robes on.
And then do what?
Infiltrate the group, screw up the plan. Looked like there were maybe 5 of them at most.
What races were in the group?
He says that they were like elves and humans, basically.
And you could simply sneak in.
It shouldn't be a problem.
For those of us who are less inclined to being stealthy, that might be wise. She looks at you and thinks to herself as well. You kind of as well, but not much.
You're thinking about infiltrating?
It would allow us to get closer, but I'm not sure it's really necessary if we're going to plan to. Well, I suppose it will allow us to have more opportunities to mess with them.
Couldn't we at least take one of the cultists who are returning? They might have information.
I mean, we don't have to kill the ones who are returning. We can just set them aside. I mean, the giant can't very well come with us. It's not very sneaky. She looks at Orega. No offense. Well, I suppose you could just throw a boulder at them.
I was going to say that I could easily take out the guy walking in the back and have somebody else who knows about this kind of thing put on that robe. He nods towards Isaac, pretty suggestively.
I wouldn't even have to try to do that. I probably know what spell they're casting.
They're summoning a pit fiend.
Yeah, I could tell.
She tells the rest of the group.
That's, not good.
Exactly. Thus, I believe that if we disrupt them, the power that they're channeling through the ley line should be able to blow back into them. It'll destroy all of their...
For those of us not in the know, what exactly is a pit fiend? Molly says.
She gestures to the angel to explain.
One of the most powerful and terrifying of devil kind. Satan's personal hand guardians. They carry huge hammer-like scepters. I think that one pit fiend honestly would be quite difficult to take on by ourselves.
Thankfully, I do not feel Danboleth in the area currently.
I imagine that he wouldn't want to be in case the pit fiend fails or gets out of control.
Also true.
All right, so if you infiltrate, how do you plan to disrupt?
I think Isaac's background would give him a distinct advantage in knowing, like, exactly how to mess up this ritual, wouldn't it?
So you could either use like a persuasion, intimidation check, or a religion check in order to screw up their ritual or convince them that there's like, oh guys, we messed up this part, we gotta change it.
Oh, I was actually just gonna fiddle with the magic itself.
An
I was gonna
arcana
say-
check from a distance would certainly be able to do that.
That was my plan. I was just like, I could just tweak that bit. And then boom.
What's your arcana?
9.
I think that has a better chance of succeeding than me infiltrating.
Okay, so basically each one of you needs to choose 2 skills. And then obviously you're going to choose your most adept skills. And then using those, figure out a plan with maybe even some backup.
What's your deception? Pure curiosity.
6.
Oh, okay. Never mind. What's your highest ones? I'm assuming stealth, but...
Stealth, acrobatics, sleight of hand.
What are they? Plus...
Plus 12.
Yes.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, here we go. MVP coming into play again.
What do you need her to do? Oh god.
So you need 4 successes on 8 DC 25 checks
Okay.
in total in order for the plan to be disrupted.
What?
You said we have advantage, right?
Yeah. Yes, you'll
Right.
gain advantage as long as there is somebody capable of aiding you.
If I was infiltrating and I used my through the high and low, would that give me any more benefits? If I was talking to them directly.
I could come with you.
I would lower your DC to 20.
Okay.
We
I
could
think
aid each
infiltrating.
other.
I think infiltrating is a good idea then, because I'd like to leverage that ability I have.
I think having 2 people doing it would be worthwhile, yeah. And again, I can come with you.
I can help him with the infiltrating too, because I can help him take out the.
I mean, I'm actually going to become one of them as well.
Oh, okay.
Like, I can literally become one.
So we have the cultists. Red's gonna
Also,
take
it
care
wouldn't
of
be a bad
the
idea for us to be close to the magic.
taking
Red
it
could.
out.
I mean, Red could do it, but if there's both of them there, like
Yeah.
they could easily do it themselves.
And then we have the guards as well here.
So using all these pieces, you can solve different problems with different abilities.
Yeah.
So for instance, if you wanted to say like, I'm going to use stealth to sneak up and take a ritual component, or like I want to take out the guards
Or
so
sleight
that it's
of
easier
hand.
for us to do everything, or I'm going to make a noise to draw off some of the people. All right,
Yeah, I'm
so we'll begin with Isaac, and we'll go from there. So you know that part of the plan.
Oh, June's gonna... I don't know, have I ever transformed in front of you guys before? Like,
Yeah, you
straight
became
up?
a merfolk.
Okay, yeah, I remember this now. Good, it's been a long time.
So you want to use deception? What do you want to use?
2 checks, right?
Yes,
Okay,
you're one to
so-
infiltrate the group.
If I'm infiltrating the group, my 2 checks are going to be insight, because I want to spot which one of these cultists is like the most gullible and likely to listen to me if I try and bully them into doing something incorrect. And then intimidation to make them do that.
Okay, awesome.
So insights. I get 20. You said DC 20.
DC, yes, DC 20. Right.
Oh, crap! 19.
19.
Did you bless yourself? You said you were going
We
to.
did before we started. So
Roll that.
And you also said guidance.
I can't guidance myself.
Okay.
So I just have the bless.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, which you-
It's 19 and
yeah.
you can't roll
Yeah,
less than a 1.
you can't
then
roll
you
less
got
than
it.
one, so you're cool.
Okay, so we got
I was
that.
gonna say this was previously stated,
It
so
was.
it's not
Are
like
we
you
all
are-
blessed?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so
before
that
this.
is 1 success.
Who do I pick out? What's he look like?
As you move forward, there is
This is after he's gotten.
Yeah,
The-
like I'm infiltrating right
Yeah.
now.
as you walk towards the group, you're going to see them talk about another group coming back. And they're apparently coming back from the opposite direction.
Those guys.
No, they're not.
As you look, there is he is a sort of snub-nosed human man with sort of a dull features. And you see him sort of take a swig of
Oh, no.
drink. And you immediately mark him as a man who would have probably worshipped at your feet. As you move forward, pretending to be a member of the other group who's returned early, and you all need to get the ritual underway very quickly because there's dangers like darkness creatures
Mhm.
moving around the north, and it's possible they could come this way. You know that as they begin to rush, they might have a fairly good chance of messing this ritual up since it's quite complicated.
Okay.
The man immediately buys that you are with the other group, probably just like off of racism. He's like, yeah, that guy looks evil. He's just evil.
Nice.
And as you have infiltrated the group, you move forward, and your intimidation allows you to easily convince the group to start rushing on the ritual.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your intimidation.
All right. I ate dudes like this for breakfast. Is it still DC 20?
Yeah, because you have to convince 17 guys.
Okay. All right.
Wait, is it 20 or 25?
20
20
because
for
of
now.
my background.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah, he's got a special ability that
Special
allows him to
sense,
deal with low lives.
20.
oh,
I crit.
Okay,
you
so
didn't have to roll the 4.
apparently the ritual leader is in the other group, and they assume that you are him. So there you're like placed directly in the center of the group.
Isaac looks a little too comfortable in this role. Like he's not even acting.
All right. Suddenly, you are cracking open the dimensional rift. Like your chant is the drumbeat through which these men are working their dark magics, and it flows around you, filling your eyes with inky night. Now that he has infiltrated the group,
By the
they
way,
are very focused.
also infiltrated, so he's not alone.
What are you using? Are you using deception or?
Actually, I'm not using either of those because I don't really need to disguise, like to pretend very much as well. I can just turn into one of them, basically.
Okay.
And I do so. I choose, I guess what type? Do these look like riffraff kind of people?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And then the hag.
You're turning into a hag. Oh, okay, the hag. All right.
But she's changes her robes into matching their robes. It's not hard.
Which skills are you using?
I'm actually planning to use my investigation to read the spells the way, like to investigate exactly how the spells are going, and then I'm using Arcana to actually screw them over.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Are you still guidancing me?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, for the ritual.
Yes.
Gotta get that ritual guidance.
Do I still get advantage?
Yeah.
All right. So, what is investigation first? And I'm blessed as well.
Sort of make a chance for you to eat it, actually.
And it's 2d4s and 2d20s. Okay. Wait, I already-
No, it's just 1d4 and you add it to whatever 20 you take.
Well, yes, but I'm blessed and I'm getting guidanced.
Oh, right. Yeah. 2d4s plus
Wow.
the 2d20s.
You
Yes.
also have any cleric?
I do. Very much, sir. Alright, so 25 on my own for the first one without these. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
All right. As
I'm good?
you search up the ritual, you will immediately recognize the correct rituals with a small smudge or just a slight wrong word in the cadence of the rest of the group would easily disrupt this whole thing from the inside.
$32 again.
Okay, Isaac, if you succeed the intimidation check, you all have single-handedly stopped the ritual. Oh, you succeeded the intimidation?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
We got this covered, man.
So, as you
And
guys
you guys
are like-
murdered everybody else on the outside?
If you guys are waiting on the hill to strike, you suddenly hear a sort of discordant note in the hymn, and as you watch Isaac sort of slowly back up, raising his arms as if in a crescendo, and Juniper is slowly slipping out the side of the group. You're suddenly going to see a hell pit open up beneath all the men and just like suck them inside. And for a moment, there's just this hellish fire that roars up out of the inferno before the earth like...
So is it all the guys or just the wizards?
As soon as all the wizards are taken, the two guards are going to like turn and look, and
Cast spells.
Roland, you come forward and just like
Good.
just literally like kick one dude from that rock to that rock, and then Red is going to be like,
I thought she was doing it.
No, you can do it. That's
Okay.
and then Red, Yuffie, Kabali, the three of you jump out at the other one. And
He gets
just
a lot of stabs. All of the stabs.
Jesus Christ.
Isaac lets out a sigh and like takes off his disguise, and he goes, "Oh, that takes me back."
Not gonna lie, Isaac, that was a little too, on point. She smiles and says, but good job.
Thank you. I almost misjudged the size of the pit that was going to appear.
That would have been bad. I'm glad you didn't.
all right. If you don't have an inspiration, each one of you gain one.
Thank you.
I think I have one. You already got one.
No wish points. Oh yeah, so we did take away your exhaustion. Well, one of them. So you only have one, and until that happens.
Would you like to do that?
Wait, I thought you did.
Oh,
I don't know
can.
if we decided. Did
All right. Well, if
I
you
assumed
thought
we
you
did.
did, then you were already amped for it. Are you
I
willing
thought
to
we
do it
did.
again?
Yeah, I assumed we did. So
Okay,
Alright.
but that one, that
we were gonna have, yeah.
the first one's only gonna be gone for like 10 minutes, right?
yes,
Unless you don't want it back.
it's up to you, man. But I wouldn't.
Well, if you don't want it back, then it will be gone forever.
She has no idea what the ramifications of that will
Does that
be.
mean I never sleep again?
Maybe. Who knows?
I will take it back whenever it's.
You'll take it back?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not exhausted for the moment.
Yeah, for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Got it.
I don't like this.
That's fair, but you know what? Mission comes first.
All right. As the hand of Satan was sucked also into the portal, into the pit, there is nothing but the grand temple before you.
I will say, Isaac will notice her looking around first, just to make sure. You see, like, she halfway expects to see something.
As you look around, I would note, June doesn't see a temple,
What do I see?
just the field.
Okay. Did I see one originally?
No.
Okay, just checking. But he does?
They all appear to be just like looking, like kind of at a thing, like the sky.
Who does?
Everybody.
Gotcha.
What are you
I'm confused.
Me too.
Everybody
who
else
is-
but you can see the temple.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. Good to know.
Like, everybody is looking at the temple that you cannot see.
What are you all looking at?
The temple thing right in front of us.
Right there, June.
I swear there's nothing there.
This, Red literally is like leaning on something that you can't see.
She's going to walk up and hold her hand out.
Yeah, you can feel something. There is definitely stone right there.
She's going to get out her eyeglass and look at it too.
You see like sort of a bent, weird mirage through the eyeglass.
Odd?
You can't see it.
No.
Should we get away from it?
She looks at you and then she looks at Walks. Why do I have a horrible feeling this is exactly where we're supposed to be going?
Well, it is a temple with really strange markings on it.
What do the markings look like?
They are described to you.
Does it
You
sound familiar?
have no, like no language or marking, arcanic mark you've ever heard of. You all lose 2 chaos for defeating these members of Satan Hand.
Yay!
We didn't kill the other guys too, right? We just knocked them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can knock them out or tie them up. Sure.
Do I feel anything when I touch it? Like,
Does-
other than, like, a building?
Danger.
Like, on what level?
Instinctual.
Like, do I feel an instinctual fear?
Yes.
Yeah, June will probably pale as she feels it and back away.
Does Isaac feel like this is the place?
Yes.
June, if you're not able to see this, I think this is something belonging to the Guardians.
One would think, considering
Hmm.
the feeling I have. Very few things cause this level of fear on.
She looks truly disturbed right now as she's glancing at the thing she can't see and unconsciously takes another 2 steps backwards.
Hey, Bird, Red says. Where's the thing? Inside.
How do we get inside? You think we gotta go up the stairs?
Yeah, you should definitely go inside that door.
You see Walks is literally walking up the stairwell, but you just see him walking up like a in the air. He goes, right here. He places his foot on what appears to be a collapsed entranceway.
June actually looks vaguely surprised because she was clearly being sarcastic.
How far up does it go? This like up here.
No, it's about halfway up.
Like right about here-ish?
Yes.
In this little spot that's
Yep.
collapsed.
As
Roland's gonna walk up with him.
So like right there-ish.
Orega is going to say, since I don't appear to be able to try to enter this place, perhaps I can go and counter that second group that was coming.
No, we already spoke to the group. That was what we were gonna
No,
do.
the one that's coming from the other side.
Oh, okay.
we didn't mention that to you guys. Sorry.
Oh.
I'll be back, he says.
June is like borderline wanting to go with him.
Just
Well,
to be away
Isaac,
from
Isaac's going to look at you and say, June, you're afraid of this thing, but you also can't even see what we're working with, so maybe you should stay out here with Orega while we go in.
Depends on what. If I can see anything inside. If I can't see anything inside, then I'll be a liability, in which case I will go with Hilarica.
Roland's gonna go up and look at the thing at the top.
It's incredibly disconcerting.
As people are just walking in midair, Zarafen's going to approach June. It's clearly some manner of natural defense mechanism, I think specifically against the Wishmasters.
I agree. And considering I just got closer to them, He doesn't know that, though. Oh, wait, yes, I told him. I told him everything. We're good. Yay.
Perhaps the same type of power might solve your problem.
I'm sorry, what?
He's suggesting that maybe wish can solve it.
Well, I didn't hear. Okay.
So Isaac wants to use these new memories he's been getting to see if he can just look at the runes and kind of instinctually understand what they're saying.
Hey, Angel, Red says. And he's going to kind of like grab Roland around the shoulder and sort of like bring you over towards him. Oh, no, you're up on the top. Never mind. He's going to say like, why don't you tell me about these guardians? Zarfan's going to kind of begin to give him some info. As you move up and place your hand upon the strange ancient writing, this temple does feel like it's made out of some manner of stone, but you're not exactly sure what manner of stone. It feels almost too smooth. As you touch it, something unusual and rather potentially dire is going to happen inside of Isaac. You are going to feel what the group knows as Dark Isaac wake up inside of you. As the engine gains some measure of semi-sentience in the presence of the temple. However, this time you're awake, and the engine is an object, which means there is a struggle of wills between Isaac and Dark Isaac, which is actually the sentience of the engine itself. Isaac, you're going to roll a d20. On anything higher than a 4, you will immediately subjugate Dark Isaac. Anything less than that, and you will be subjugated.
See, this is where all your good luck is going to screw you over.
I was about to have just like a casual chat with Morgan about like the architecture of this temple, because I haven't gotten to like ask him stuff about that. But like this is way more exciting. And then like, tell me about what type of stone this is. All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Probably a good idea.
Watch
You'd
me
think.
roll like a 3 and a 2. Here we go.
Good luck, sir.
5 and a 2.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Bro. Bro.
Wow, yeah.
Can I take Dark Isaac, like, metaphysically and, like, grab him by the throat and interrogate him? Or can I not communicate with him?
As you feel a sudden awakening of a separate, dimmer intellect inside of you, something more primal, you will immediately, because you are literally touching it, immediately subjugate it, losing one of the boar. It falls into a pile of bones because he was animating them.
Boar. I heard boar.
I said one of the boar.
One of the boar
Beetle
beetles.
boar.
The beetle boar.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Good. Okay, we're
Boar
good.
beetle.
We're good.
As you subjugate it, something unusual happens with your fate. Something that has never happened before. Because the engine is literally inside of you, it fuses to you.
More than it already was?
The intellect fuses
Oh.
to you.
Okay.
Subconsciously, Isaac has gained the knowledge possessed in Dark Isaac, and Dark Isaac will never show up again in the campaign. You have completely dominated that part of you. However,
Isaac. Okay, go ahead.
this knowledge is only gained near relics and artifacts of the Guardians, brought about by secret signals that only one impossessed with Guardian technology can hear or feel. Otherwise, it will lay dormant inside of you.
Okay.
At this moment, you gain the ability to read these runes. Workshop.
That's what this building is labeled as.
Yes. Storage facility. Workshop storage facility.
June, get over here.
She goes to you.
He's rubbing his hands over the runic inscriptions, and he reads that out to you.
You can read this? I'm assuming there's writing.
He's gonna, sketch out what the runes look like on a piece of parchment and show it to you.
Are you trying to see the temple?
Yes.
For 2 wish points, you can see the temple.
Okay, I do.
All right.
That seems worth it.
As you spend some
Actually,
of your power...
I kind of want to disguise my Wishmaster self. Is that possible?
You don't know how to do that.
Okay, it was worth a try, though. I'll figure that out in the future. Okay, I can see it now.
Don't tell anyone, June, because people will panic, but there was something living inside of this engine that I just subjugated. And after I did, I found that I can read all of this.
Are you aware that it's going to be temporarily, while you're near it? Is he aware of that?
That's up to Daniel.
That's why I'm asking.
You can now... So you remember, the whispers you've been hearing overnight?
Yeah.
So those are signals. Basically, the Guardians are what you would imagine are yelling really loud, like dog whistling across the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel those significantly more.
When I hear them while we're traveling, are we just passing over stuff that's buried deep?
Right.
In the earth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly
really cool.
correct. So you know that these signals are strongest next to their technology and their buildings.
Okay.
And so this is acting like that signal stone that Pitt used in Bridgewalk.
Mhm.
It's acting like that for you.
Okay.
So you are hearing their noises reflect off this surface.
June, while we've been traveling, I could hear the whispers of, I didn't know what, but I think it was Guardian Tech that we were passing by.
You told me about that before. On the river.
Yes, but now that we're next to this, I can hear them loud and clear. I feel like I can understand all of this.
Teach me.
War shop storage room. That's what this says.
Can you read it in their language?
Can he try and enunciate that? Or can he just translate it into common in his head?
Their language is common.
Okay. Their system of writing is different, but I think their verbal language was just common speak.
Fascinating.
Roland,
Tell me more.
as you reach the top of the tower, you are going to see a strange, ruined gate. As you look at it, there's writing going up and down, and you see what appears to be sort of a box-like creature on top, inscribed into the stone. Looks, it almost looks like a shop sign. It's sort of rudimentary. Maybe a little dwarf drinking down a drink kind of thing. It almost looks like a symbol meant to designate a purpose. However, you could walk through it and see if anything happens if you wanted to.
Honestly, he'd probably walk over and put his hand on it and just kind of stick his head in.
Of all the things to stick in! The least important part, of course.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Isaac,
What?
come look at this.
Isaac looks at the stairs and looks at you and says,
Oh, never mind.
"Is it important?"
There's just some stuff up here. It looks cool.
cool's good enough for me, and he's going to start climbing up the stairs.
He might hop down to kind of help you up.
Oh, sorry, Gabriel.
Clover is going to whisper into existence near you.
She hops on and goes up with him.
As you get to the top, you
not
see a
climbing
little
that shit.
drawing of what you assume is a guardian. A very rudimentary drawing of a guardian. Sort of a box-shaped creature on top.
June, if this is a storage room, not only that, but a war shop storage room, I'm awfully excited about what we're going to find in here.
At the gate has runes on it that say, "Enter here." All the runes just say, "Enter here."
This couldn't be like a teleportation thing, right?
Isaac's going to... First thing he's going to try is just walk through it.
On the other side, you see clear. And then at the top it says, "Stay clear." Like, both sides say "clear" down it, and then the top says "Stay clear" across
Meaning,
the top.
don't stand behind it, because that's where people are coming out.
So the runes changed?
There's one set of runes on the front, one set of
Oh,
runes on the
okay,
back.
I gotcha. Stay clear. What?
So it needs to be turned on or something?
Isaac's going to, like, walk back around the side to the front of it.
Okay.
And then he's going to, like, put his hand on it and see if he can, like, feel any way to interact with it.
As you put your
June
hand
has
on
a
it,
horrible feeling about this.
your fate allows you to see inside its inner workings. You're going to see some manner of glass-like tubes running intricately through the whole thing.
Oh. He takes the staff and bonks it on the stone, and he says, "Morgan, how does this work? What is this made out of?"
He's going to look. It's Guardian technology.
Yes, I know that much. Tell me something I don't know.
I have no idea.
This is beyond even your knowledge.
June's just sitting there looking at you like you're an idiot, by the way.
He says,
Isaac looks at you and says, "Usually he knows everything."
well,
June looks very skeptical about that.
I do know that in the first age of the world, the dragons engaged the Guardians in combat and threw their remains into the ocean. It's said that some places similar to this house the broken remains of those creatures.
I suppose you've no ideas on how to activate this thing.
You would have a better idea than I.
All right. Hush with you. Go back to sleep.
Should I start trying to dig out that collapsed mattress?
I think so.
Master Isaac, why don't we use the sonic bot?
Good idea. I forgot we brought that with us. So much has happened since we came here. Isaac's going to make his way back down and animate the mining automaton.
Okay.
June looks like she both really wants to and really doesn't want to do this, but she will look at you. She is following and she goes, "I don't think it's wise if I go in. I don't think it's wise if I stay near this."
The way I've seen you react to that eye we have, I wouldn't blame you. Who knows, the temple may detect that you are what you are and get angry at us.
Considering this is a war shop,
Yes.
precisely. I don't want to awaken something that will cause harm to you all. June hates this.
Mama, you wait outside?
Yes.
Okay. The mining drone makes short work of the rubble, vibrating it apart as you all look at a tunnel leading into the temple. Do you enter?
They're so cute. I like them.
They're kind of squat.
I love them.
She's not up there yet, I guess.
You are.
Oh. Are all of us up there?
Yeah. Alright,
So
you can't look at June anymore. You guys are the ones deciding whether or not to enter.
So we're going in.
Isaac takes the
You
lead,
kind of have to.
probably with walks. We'll walk into the door.
Right.
That's probably the
Please
spot.
clear out a space large enough for my man. As you all walk down the long tunnel. The runes say, salvage this way, and point down into the temple, the way you are headed.
June asks that you write down every single rune and their meaning while you're in there.
June, you are suddenly going to see, as they vanish inside, the temple suddenly begins to react. You are going to watch as two metal sheets seem to rise up out of the temple, and you are going to watch as they go to shut the entranceway behind them.
Oh shit.
You have only one, maybe 5-second opportunity if you wish to change your mind, or else it's going to separate you from them.
And she goes, damn it!
Well,
And
is the
she
whole gang
turns
going
into a
in too?
pixie and flies in.
I think so.
And then
As
turns
you
immediately back to herself.
swing, dive through the gigantic metal doors that shut behind the group, and then immediately shoot, pushing Juniper forward at a very rapid pace, and suddenly you collide with the whole party. As the metal sheet has folded to fit the size of the hallway, and then just shoves all of you. Shoves you all about 15 feet before you fall into a big pile in that room. Please place your characters.
Where are we in that room? Is this
Probably the
opening?
entrance.
Hang on one second, let me think. Okay, so you get shoved, and then as soon as you land, sheets of metal are going to fly up from the floor and push the party apart into separate hallways.
Like everybody's apart, or there's
So it separates
their groups.
Prongor, Bali. So it separates everyone non-ascended from those who are ascended. So it pushes you four into a separate chamber from everybody else.
Technically, Rafe's ascended.
Yes, and Rafe. It
And
brings
Red.
Rafe as well.
Isn't he here? No. Here's
Is Red
Mike.
ascended?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Red as
good.
well. Red comes too.
Okay. So which side?
You all come out in this entrance right here, and you all get shoved in. You can go up to 15 feet into the room.
All right. So is it just the ascended who make it into this room, or?
Yes. So
Okay.
you know that
Okay.
coin thing where you drop a bunch of coins in it and sorts them out by weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what just happened. Except it sorted you out by fate.
And
Rafe.
which one's Rafe?
Giant guy.
Giant guy.
Giant guy.
Well, not the giant guy. Just the giant
Just
guy.
giant. Singular giant.
As soon as you look around the room, you're going to see grated things light up with yellow light up above your heads.
June does not look happy at all to be in here, by the way.
How is this like fluorescent lighting?
Yes. The room that you are in is made out of metal. But not a metal that any of you know, save for Jennifer and Rafe. This is Gwot.
Yeah, June just.
What in the hell? Red says as he kind of stands up and looks around.
We shouldn't have come in.
What are those? He says as he looks up. Isaac, as you look up, there is some kind of odd magical cannons on the wall.
I think they're weapons. And then he's gonna step out of the line of fire of this one.
Yeah, ditto.
Seems like a good idea.
Move me to where you are, Yuffie.
Yep.
Same with Rafe.
Yep.
All right. You are suddenly going to hear a noise. begins to build.
Where's it coming from?
Those doors. Two
Those are
gigantic doors.
Are they in the floor?
Yep.
Do they seem to have, like, you know how, like, the eye has weird guardian text stuff on it? Do they seem to have that on them? Or are they just metal doors?
I would describe them as industrial doors. You also see what appears to be some manner of button-filled panel underneath that third gun. The one closest to the temple over there.
Do we hear any noise coming from the cannons? Or just from the door?
You do hear that revving noise coming from everywhere around you.
It's just coming from all around.
Yeah.
Okay. Isaac's going to run up to the control panel.
Alright, make a movement and roll initiative.
Roland is going to move towards this cannon.
Make a movement and roll initiative.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea as
I
well.
think we need to.
Oh my heavens. Rafe
Oh,
says,
my heavens.
as you're going to see those gates open and an elevator brings up.
Yes, June is... Primal fear fills her at that, and she looks very unhappy.
A guardian.
Hey, what did the
That's a
sorter
real
machine...
guardian?
What did the sorter do with Phalor?
It spit him out with you.
Okay.
But only him.
Oh,
Was Phalor ascended when he was alive?
Yes.
Damn, so none of your crews ascended?
No.
That's sick.
As you suddenly see a very... it isn't quite an exact copy of the one that you once rode on. It is, first, significantly smaller. This one is only about maybe half the size of a Rega. Secondarily, that one didn't have any weapons. This one is going to... Its arm, which is clearly like... It's made out of the same metal as the room, is going to open, like its hand is going to slide into the arm and then just through 5 metal chains with balls attached to the end of them, filled with wicked spikes, is going to shoot out or slam onto the floor. Isaac.
I have an out-of-game question really
Yeah.
quick. Did the angels also fight against the guardians, or was it just the dragons?
The dragons.
Just the dragons?
Yes,
Gotcha.
correct. The creature is going to hold out its arm, and a shield is going to rocket out of literally like its arm. Isn't large enough to contain the shield.
I like this day for me.
It's gonna.
Yes.
And its huge footprints step with way too much weight for how large it is. You're going to suddenly hear blasts of whispers on the air, Isaac. Skirmisher 5 has engaged targets. Seeking. You will hear it.
No one else can hear the sounds it's making, right?
Correct. The Guardian, Isaac, you know that it is going to... You're going to see its eye like whip around the room. The multifaceted eye sort of shrink down to a point to lock on to individual targets. And it's going to list those in the room. Firstborn. Duelist, 10,769. Thief, 12,457. Who else is in the room?
Hang on. Read those again, please. Firstborn? What was the second one?
Duelist, 10,769.
Okay.
Thief, 12,457.
Red.
No, it calls red Forgotten 12.
And then
Rafe.
Rafe. And then Phalor.
It calls Rafe Angel 3. It calls Phalor Slayer. Slayer 612.
Him?
And then it says, Unit 67. You will hear back almost instantly a message translated by your own brain that says, join with Unit 67. Destroy Firstborn.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
I think if I was going to turn on the party, now's the time.
I will murder your ass.
You are going to suddenly receive messages. A spill of instructions. You see a flurry of... You are to bring out your shield and flail and skirmish, attacking Euphemia and Roland, and then cutting... blocking Wish. That is the set of instructions you receive in microseconds.
Okay.
All right, roll initiative.
Aw,
Roll a 10.
I got 11.
I don't want to.
All right, what's your... who rolled a 10?
I roll a 10.
All right, what's your bonus?
Nothing.
Nothing? All right, so Guardian is going to go ahead of you.
16.
20.
Okay. So everybody but... Who 20?
16.
Yuffie. No, Rafe. Nope. Red. Rafe. All right, you're up first, Yuffie.
All right. If she uses Seed of Heart, will that take a whole turn?
Yes.
She still wants to use it.
Roll a perception check.
There's no way I can be aided or anything, is there?
No.
I can reroll.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be a 16. Perception?
Yeah. Is it less than 15?
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, it does not work. As you look towards the creature, it is going to raise its leg, and then as it steps forward, you feel this weight collapse down on the floor. The creature's eyes are going to spindle outwards and become a series of lasers. They're going to focus on individual targets. As it does, you're going to see those cannons begin to move. They're going to target individuals throughout the room.
How close are we to the cannons? Are they up really high? Or
They're 20 feet off the ground, yeah.
Screw that, I'm going up behind one.
As you see the heart, Isaac, you're going to hear anti-fate shell activated. Suddenly, all of your fates are nullified.
Mine too?
Yes. Thalor falls
God.
apart. All right.
How does that affect Rafe?
Pile of bones.
It affects him.
Yeah, I know how.
It's your turn.
Let's remember he's still.
And you can move
Yeah,
if you
that's
want.
Okay, I would
Something
like...
that.
Well, I wanted to get up on the cannon, but I can't.
It is a sheer wall, almost unclimbable to the cannon.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. What were you going to say? Go for it.
No. Go ahead. It's not my turn yet.
Okay. Yeah, she's probably going to scatter away from them then if she can't ascend the wall. Let's see. Wait.
I think you can run underneath.
I think I can run underneath
Yeah,
it.
you don't have to go
So,
around.
go over here.
All right. And it is Jennifer.
You know, this seems like a once-in-a-lifetime horrible situation where she's not going to give a crap if somebody who's outside the group sees that she's a fairy. It's just not something she cares about at this moment. So she's going to turn into a fairy, fly the frick up here, and hide behind this frick Anna.
That it?
She
Do
actually...
you have to dash to get up there?
No, I'm right next to it.
So because her fate isn't activated, did he gain a level of exhaustion back?
Oh, yeah.
I think wishing the exhaustion away means it's just like it's
Did you
But
wish it
she
completely?
stole
No, I
one.
only wished one level.
Oh, and then she stole the other.
Sorry.
So
So you're gonna watch as
It's
the
gonna-
piece of exhaustion is gonna crumble into dust, and you are
So,
going to regain that exhaustion.
disadvantage on just skills, right?
Yeah, just skills and abilities.
Is
I
my attack rolls?
Unaffected.
need to remember something.
Yeah.
Because Sarah doesn't know it, but June does. She's heard thousands of tales about the dragons' fights against the Guardians from Ian. Anything that helped me? Weak points? Things that they used?
No.
So they had no weak points, and what methods did they use? Just brute strength?
Yes.
That's all?
Mhm.
You know what? I wish we had a Urega here right now.
Yep, I was just looking at him.
That would have been helpful. What do I know about, like, I'm assuming it's made of Gwot, yes?
Yes.
How have we dealt with Gwot in the past? Like, it is usable, and,
You literally can't make a Gwot golem, so you've never encountered a creature made out of Gwot.
well, no, but we can, like, we've seen Gwot, and it's...
Gwot is highly anti-magic.
That's what I was afraid of right there. Are the doors made of Gwot?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there like separations on this? Like,
No.
How many wish points would it take to dismantle it? I'm not even joking.
25.
Do it.
Are you sure?
I'm not even joking.
Are you sure? At least let us get
Oh,
ourselves
wanna
screwed up
see?
first.
Do I want to see?
I was gonna make this thing my pet.
Well, it'll be dismantled, so you know what?
You
can fiddle with it.
Still got the gem though.
All right. I'm going to ask you one more time.
Are you
You
sure?
want to spend 25 wish points dismantling the Guardian.
Not yet. I'm doing it as a last resort.
Stay someplace safe where you can do it.
I'm hiding behind this cannon.
Hide
Is there
behind-
any way for me to figure out how this cannon works?
Not in
That I could-
the 6 seconds that you have to look at it.
Well, I mean, I could start.
Shoot, start.
It appears to run on some kind of electricity.
You're hilarious. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it.
Would you
That's
like to cast a spell, or are you finished?
I would like to use my eye to try and figure out if I can somehow destroy the shit out of this cannon. Or use it against the thing.
Roll intelligence.
This will be funny. You know what? Considering it's nearly impossible.
Are you still blessed?
I'm assuming it's worn off.
Isaac, what are you up to?
Am I up next?
22? Ooh.
The gun is made of Gwot. However, the cylinder is not made of Gwot. It's made out of some kind of clear, glass-like substance.
So if I break it?
Potentially, the energy would leak out, preventing it from shooting. It appears to be like similar to the magic cannon design you had.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it work first. What?
Isaac, what are you up to? Your turn.
Does drinking a potion take an action?
Yes.
Okay, first thing Isaac's gonna do is he's gonna move 30 feet to directly behind the Guardian.
All right. You move within 15 feet of him?
I was already within 15 feet.
Okay. He is going to turn and strike with the flail. So as the Guardian, it's just kind of like it's moved, but it's not moved fast. As it takes like a solid step forward and you move within its range, it's just going to like flicker. And you are hammered with 5 heads of a flail.
I thought I
You
was
take
joining
50
with
points
it.
of damage.
50 or 15?
50 points of force.
Okay.
And you are pushed 5 squares back towards this wall.
This wall?
Yes.
He's not pushing you this way?
No.
Okay. You guys see Isaac get just like pummeled.
You got owned, son.
Flop his flail for the sword, please. The flails are going to drag back in, and a sword is going to shoot out of his arm.
Do you guys magnetize these?
No.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
How quick was he when he attacked
Literally, you
Isaac?
couldn't see it.
It was so fast that we couldn't even see the attack.
Correct. Isaac, you basically felt like you got, I don't know, like Roland kicked you at light speed.
Alright. If we're not all dead by my next turn, I have a plan.
All right, it's the Guardian.
I'm like,
So does it get to do that as a reaction?
All right, you guys are making this annoying. So your anti-fate aura is on, so this guy's down.
Yeah. Or extends the whole room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Failor, I left him there because like I want to remember he's there, but he's not active.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right, move him there. Okay. Roland,
Mm-hmm.
as the Guardian moves towards you, you feel its tromping footsteps, and you hear Zarfan yell, "Roland, look out!" As the creature stomps like near you, you're going to see it flicker twice. You're also going to hear a noise like. You are struck by the flails for 50 points of damage,
nope, not sword.
and then its sword is also going to strike you. So
Hitting me with both of them?
Well, the with the sound of the sword, and then that one flipping. So now it's that. I'm
So it
assuming
does the
flips
sword
back.
first, and then it changes over the flail. So flip his arm.
Well, I assumed that it would flip back as soon as it hit again.
No,
Because
it wants to
hit
keep the
twice.
flail on this time.
It likes the flip.
Roll 1d6,
Careful
please.
with that one; it's brittle.
All right, fine. You hear dangerous fate nullified, changing anti-magic shell. Your fate is cut for 5 rounds.
I thought it was already off.
Correct.
So now there's an end to it. After 5 rounds, it'll come back.
So all of your guys' fates suddenly work, except for yours.
Oh.
So I got hit for 50 points though?
Yes.
You said changing
Like,
anti-fate?
He went from anti-fate to anti-magic.
You are suddenly going to hear a voice sort of echo back over the line. You hear, "Firstborn is in the room. Tactical maneuver. Anti-wish aura." Very well. Anti-wish aura.
You better tell me that right now, sir.
It's not. Okay. Can I talk as I hear these things?
You can speak on your turn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right. It is Roland. You're up.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you are pushed back 5 squares.
So it has both an anti-wish thing up and a magic shell. Yes.
No, it changed the magic shell on the advice of somebody else to anti-wish
Gotcha.
until Firstborn is destroyed.
Gotcha.
That's actually...
Awful.
Does it look like I could run and use my... Could I attack the cannon with my lance? Does it look like...
Yeah, you could attack the cannon with your lance.
I
Oh,
would
you'd have
like
to
to try
jump.
and lure the cannons into shooting him. Just saying.
Just don't
If
get
that's
within 15
possible.
feet of him.
I was thinking about taking him on a, chase around here. I don't know if I'm fast enough to get out of the way.
I don't think I'm fast enough either.
I might be.
The fact that he could run up on me and hit me,
Yeah.
and it didn't even matter, like,
Yeah.
what's your AC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's too fast to get hit by the cannons, too, but I know we aren't.
I'm just trying to figure out how you guys are gonna hurt him.
Yeah, I know. Especially now that I've got 5 rounds of no. Alright, I'm gonna run up and try to stab that glass part.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll, please.
And then I'm gonna try to sprint away afterwards.
Can you use your like exploding spell saw thing on it?
I was gonna save that for if I got the chance to actually hit this guy.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I may as well just see what striking it once does. So 29.
29. Attack? That was your damage, or was that your hit?
That was my hit.
Okay, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Does he swing once or twice?
Twice.
Him?
Yeah.
I just want to see what
Roll
this
and swing
first
twice.
I just want to see what this first damage does.
Gotcha.
17.
17?
Yes.
Alright. You are going to put a small fracture in the outer shell of that bulb.
Okay, he's gonna wind up and hit it again.
Alright. Don't bother rolling hit. Just roll damage.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
He's gonna use a slot this time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage and tell me what you get.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and move afterwards.
There's no point in running and doing a fucking actual
Alright.
spell that has.
Zarfen's turn and Red. Red is going to say, as he begins to run towards the panel, he's going to make a little typing motion as he heads over there, but clearly doesn't want to say anything. Anyone with a passive insight of more than 13 can tell that he intends to use the panel as the one who can be forgotten. Go ahead and move him 70 feet towards the panel without going too close to the Guardian.
18 damage.
18 damage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Does it break through or do anything look like?
You are going to fracture the gun, and the energy inside is going to begin to spill out. I need you to make a dex save, please.
Okay. Because I was also planning on running away after and using the rest of my movement.
All right.
Um,
So dex save.
yeah.
DC 12, please.
12. Nice. 15.
You are able to dodge the energy as it spills forth. And please roll a d4. If you roll a 2, something good happens.
1.
As the energy spills out, it's going to shoot out towards that wall, almost straight onwards. And the Guardian is going to kind of whip out of the way. He seems fearful of the energy.
See? Telling you guys.
But at least there's one gun less that can shoot us.
You hear, begin repairs, gun 1.
Who's going to repair it?
I guess we'll find out.
All right.
He has to go fix it.
so-
now.
He just spends, a couple
That's
turns
70.
tinkering.
It's 70 feet?
No, that was 16. Sorry. Can you walk over the grating?
Yes.
Okay.
I just imagine
Where's
his
this
flail
talent?
sucks back in and a
It's
wrench
underneath this
comes
one,
out.
right?
Yeah, correct.
Ah.
All right. Zarfen is going to move forward. He seems to... he kind of looks like he seems weakened for a second, but then there's a change in the room. All of your fates seem nullified for a moment, and then they suddenly jump back into life, as though your heart has been restarted. Zarfen is going to take advantage of the magic being able to be used. Can either of you cast slow?
Haste
I
and
have-
slow would be great spells.
I have haste.
You have haste?
I do have haste. I don't have slow.
All right. Haste gives you bonus AC.
I'm assuming slow is a 3rd level spell.
All right. He's going to hold up his hand and then cast haste on Euphemia.
All right. What does it do?
You move double speed.
Okay.
You get +2 to AC,
You
and you get to
pray
make an
that
extra
he
attack
doesn't.
every turn.
You pray that he doesn't get interrupted.
It's a concentration.
Yes.
Okay.
Once it wears off, it lasts for a minute, but once it wears off, you will get a level of exhaustion.
That's fine. Okay, as long as we make it through this.
All right. That is Zarfen's turn. He is going to move towards the exit. Move him 30 feet towards the exit of the room. That's good. All right. It is Yuffie.
All right. So she could. How close can she get to him then? So she can double her speed, but if I dash, can I then double the dash?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So how much is the dash?
So whatever your speed is,
Yeah.
what is it?
It's 25 feet.
So
I
dash is 50.
and then I could double that.
Yes.
100. All right. Oh, sorry. I like it. I want to keep it.
If you're hasted and you dash, do you still get one action? Because dashing takes away one action.
No, because she's a rogue. She can dash as a bonus.
Oh, yeah.
So that can be my.
So you're gonna come up and sneak attack this fool?
Just remember what happens when you get close to him.
I know.
Maybe he'll miss.
Red's gonna yell, "Maybe a good time for that knife!"
Pearl's Lament.
How many points?
I think it might be good to use all 6 of them.
Okay, then your speed is quadrupled.
Oh,
So you could just teleport there, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's there.
Yeah, you're totally there. You can also get away.
Yep. Okay. And then she'd like to attack. Does she get sneak attack?
So because you're hasted, you gain advantage on all attack rolls, which gives you or no, because it's a dagger, you get advantage on all attack rolls, which gives you a sneak attack.
I was like, you don't get advantage on attack
Okay.
rolls.
So are you stabbing him?
I wish you did. That'd be amazing.
I
I am
think
too.
so. I mean, the other option I had was to try to take something out of him, but I'm afraid of how hard that's going to be. Is it going to be super, 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 super hard?
You don't know.
Fine, I'll stab him.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an advantage attack roll. AC 22.
Yep.
She's got it.
It's
Very well.
28.
Okay.
Okay.
So you roll damage, sneak attack, plus 2d8.
Okay.
We're gonna find out how resistant he is to damage. now.
Yep. Damage, sneak attack. But doesn't she get 2 attacks?
You do, but this is the first one.
Okay. Alright, so 10, 15, 20, 25, and then plus 32.
All right. As you rush forward and stab into the creature, first, it does have a mind because it seems affected by the psionic damage. As Pearl's Lament, as you look at the creature, there seems to be literally like no weaknesses. So you just sort of jam it into the leg and it slips inside the metal. The creature itself is going to like look down towards you, and you're going to see its chest like rip open, and this like star is inside, and it begins to heat up.
Okay.
You hear damage capacity high. You hear likelihood of failure 12%. You hear engage fully back across the line.
Only he hears that, though, right?
Isaac.
Okay.
So it's stressed out by what you just did to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna try to hit him again.
Okay. Attack roll.
Yep.
Theoretically, if you do this much damage, it goes up to 24%.
Theoretically. But he has a mind. Yeah, 30.
That's a hit. All right, give me damage. You don't get sneak attack this time. It's just 2d8 plus the dagger. Damn, that's some good damage. And then
11.
Jennifer, you're up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do.
19.
Although you don't feel sluggish, Jennifer, you don't feel yourself as wishes are suppressed in the room. It increases its likelihood of failure by 4%.
Can she still use an action to, like, move?
Yes, because you didn't have to dash in order to make it there.
Right, okay. She doesn't want that big old star thing, like, was it facing her?
Yes.
Yeah, she wants to get away from that.
Okay.
So, I guess... back... How far can she... Yeah.
You move very far.
Yeah.
You move 10 squares.
You only want to move that far?
You want to move further.
I would move one more.
I would move one more. All the way back.
All right. So as Euphemia becomes a blur, you're going to see the creature just like twitch, and you're going to see 5 just holes appear in the floor where Euphemia was.
I had that feeling.
However, she can't provoke opportunity attacks, so she is so fast. Euphy. So things look like they move in slow motion to you. You are suddenly going to see the creature turn around almost faster than you can react. And just like drive his weapons into the ground. And each one sort of slips behind your back, driving like a hammer into the floor. And you barely escape.
So he's so fast that would usually be in slow-mo to her in this mode.
Yeah.
But he's so fast, she can still barely perceive it.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. The creature is going to and focuses in. Dagger, fated, danger. You hear potential anti-fate. It is weighing whether or not it should do an anti-fate shell or an anti-wish shell, and it is between the two, unable to decide. It is gaining tactical information from all across the world. Jennifer, your turn.
Alright. What did I glean from this again?
You gleaned that
Electricity.
No, like,
that it is designed similarly to your cannon, and that shell on the outside appears to be its weakest point.
okay, thank you. I forgot about that. I want to test how magic hits against it, so I'm actually going to do Toll the Dead.
Okay. It's a saving throw, right?
I believe so, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Yes, it is. Wisdom.
All right.
I'm assuming
You
it's
got an ice cream truck outside. It rolls a wisdom save. 23 wisdom save.
No, it fails. It's alright. It still takes damage, though.
The creature is struck, but it doesn't seem to react much. Anything else, Gene?
No.
Isaac.
Can I use a hero point to try and dominate this thing?
What are you doing?
Alright, so he turned off his anti-fate aura, so Phalor is back up. And him and Phalor are going to perform this maneuver where, like, Phalor casts his cloak out and makes himself really big, and the two run at him like this. Isaac's trying to, like, conceal himself, and then Isaac's going to use a hero point to try and just force this thing under his control.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
13.
13.
Yes. Damage. Does it actually look like it took damage?
Increases its loss percent by 1.
Okay. It's alright. I'm attempting to be,
It
look
says
less harmful.
the Godmother is successfully nullified. That is weighed into the options. You are suddenly going to, as you move towards, you receive another batch of instructions. The creature is going to look towards you, and you receive a message directly from this guardian. It says, "Unit, turn, attack that one." And it gestures towards Euphemia, like openly with its finger.
Then why did it whack him earlier?
You don't know.
We
From your
could play
perspective,
along.
it appears as though the Guardian seems confused. Sometimes it seems to see you as yourself, and other times it seems to see you as another Guardian.
If while running I turn to face Euphemia, does it turn away from me?
Yes.
Okay, then I take that over.
Alright, so Yuffie, you're gonna see Isaac just like stop and like turn sort of almost robotically towards you, and the Guardian's like going to turn towards Roland. And then he runs up towards it and like grabs its ankle. And used a legendary action.
It uses a legendary action? Or you do?
Yeah.
You have control of the Guardian for 1 round.
Dun da da da!
1 round?
Make it kill it. Oh.
You may know its statistics.
That's all I can do?
You may know what it does and act with it this round.
Okay.
Which is a pretty big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Tell me if there's anything that you can't understand on it.
Okay.
You may also tell the party what it can do.
Okay. 22 AC, over 400 HP. It has really good int, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Let's see.
Oh, really? I was scared about Dex and Con.
But not Dex.
What are their DCs?
Has true sight.
What are their saves?
Int, plus 12, wisdom 10, charisma 12. Can't be polymorphed.
Good to know.
Can cast plane shift.
Good to know. That saves me from using 2 spells.
Has magic resistance. It has a fate nullification aura, a wish nullification aura, and a magic nullification aura. It gets weaker when we get it below 100 hit points. Its attacks stop auto hitting, thank God. Two attacks, flail and sword, both plus 15 to hit.
Actually, they auto hit when it's
Oh,
correct.
yeah, sorry, the auto hit.
Oh my god, go away. They're just camped out
It can
there.
attack itself with whatever it's.
The flail pushes you, the sword nullifies your fate every time it hits you for 1d6 rounds.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
It's more from that sword.
A move he has not used is the emanate state, wave of energy from his chest in a 60-foot cube. Everyone takes 20 fire damage and makes a DC 20 wisdom saving throw and be stunned until the end of its next turn.
for you, bud.
I know it was.
Alright, so in that case, so this thing can multi-attack. I'm going to... Oh, wait a second.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
There's no limit to how many times it can cast plane shift, so there's no point in me doing that. Is the concept of planes even a thing?
Shadow Realm.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of it plane shifted itself somewhere so dangerous it wouldn't be able to plane shift back. Can I think of anywhere like that?
You could plane shift to the pit.
Oh god, do it! Send him to the throne room.
Oh my god, do it.
Yeah, that'd be a real good middle
That
finger.
would be the funniest thing in the world. Or awful
So
if he took over it.
That's true.
I could totally see him doing that.
If Satan took it over,
Yeah.
yeah. It'd be annoying for a minute, though.
Well, for about 6 seconds.
Isaac, he has like Can I say there's like wires coming out of his hands connecting to the robot?
Yes.
Okay. His eyes are glowing red, and he goes, "You damned machine. Creatures mightier than you have knelt before me." And then he's going to make it plane shift itself into the pit.
Oh my god! I'm gonna see a giant portal of hellfire open up, and it comes hurling out of it.
Can it cast a spell and also attack? Or does plane shifting
No,
use
it
its whole
takes-
turns? Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Otherwise, it was going to be like sword, whoosh, and stab itself in the chest. But
Isaac,
Oh god.
roll a d20 to see how lucky you are with where in the pit it appears. Because it's kind of random. Higher is better for you.
okay.
20.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah.
You can do it. I believe in you.
16.
You had like a 1 through 5, 5 through 10, 10 through 15, 15 through 20 in your head, didn't you?
Okay. Alright, I gotta roll something.
Jeez, you can fly.
Okay.
Oh god.
Alright. So, it is going to... You're going to feel a presence across the world somewhere else. Something much more powerful than this Guardian.
Something probably
It is not fooled by whatever this Guardian is fooled by. It says, "Skirmisher, attack!" As the creature attempts to comply, your direct connect link to it overrides its order, and you force it. Its heart's going to kind of whirl, and then poof, it's gone. There's 6 seconds of just like darkness in the room. Stillness, as each one of you sort of grind to prepare your next attack as the creature gets ready to reappear. And then it is going to appear back in the room, a giant hole directly through its chest. And its arm is sort of like half hanging on. The creature is going to say, "Unit betrayal." And then just sort of topples over, collapses dead. And then turns into ash on the ground
Bro.
Turns into ash?
as guardians die.
Then why are there a bunch of bodies of guardians?
And that's where we'll end the session.
Dun dun dun!
Noble heroes, thank you for joining us for this incredible adventure.
Not to play with that too much.
And I hope you will come back and join us again next time for another session of Mythia. Thank you.